Hello and welcome to Nerd Positively Reviewed. This is a podcast about things you love and the voices that do and don't. Each episode, we will travel to the realms of awesomeness. And I'll answer the questions that we all ask ourselves every time we watch a TV show or a movie. Where the hell do I know them from? I'll take a look at the directors, writers, and actors and read some of the best good and bad reviews I can find based on title alone. I'll even give you my own thoughts as well, all so you can make up your own damn mind in about 30 minutes. I'm the self-proclaimed Emperor of Awesome, Bradley Butane, and this is Nerd Positively Reviewed. So, House of the Dragon, if you're a Game of Thrones, if you're a fantasy fan, and if you like Lord of the Rings as a kid, you're going to like this stuff as an adult. It's just the kind of the natural way things go. It's awesome. I love it. And that's why I'm watching it. And man, I wish I could get my wife into it. She was into the season 1, but she's super busy studying for her CPA and everything like that. So that's okay. We'll revisit another time. And I have the hiccup, so this might be an interesting episode. All right. So this episode 5, called Small Folk, was released on the 21st of July, 2024. I can't believe July's almost over. IMDb has the show rated at an 8.4 out of 10. With Rotten Tomatoes, it's at an 89% on the tomato meter and 85% on the audience score. IMDb synopsis for the episode is this. With few options left, Rhaenyra embarks on a risky venture while Aemon takes steps to reshape the Green Council. All right, and now let's play a fun little game called Where the Hell Do... All right, so this episode is directed by I'm gonna say this really bad, Andraj Perketh. I'm so sorry. He's mostly known for episodes of Succession, Brave New World, and Watchmen. Actually, this is written by Ryan Condal. He's also the showrunner of the show, and he's known for Colony, Rampage, Hercules, the one with the Rock in it. Eileen Shim, who sadly is known for The Acolyte and Light as a Feather. Eileen, I'm sorry, The Acolyte was bad. Main stars in the show: Matt Smith, Prince Daemon Targaryen. You know you love him from Doctor Who and The Crown. Emma Darcy, they are Queen Rhaenyra Targaryen from Mothering Sunday, The Talent, Misbehavior. Olivia Cook, she plays Queen Alicent Hightower from Ready Player One, Sound of Metal, Me and Earl, and The Dying Girl. Steve Toussaint, Lord Corlys, the Sea Snake, Valerian from Before We Die, Prince of Persia, The Sands of Time, and Small Axe. Fabian Frankel, Sir Christian Cole, everybody's favorite person, right? The Serpent, an Uncanny Portrait, Last Christmas. Matthew Needham, he is Lord Larry's the Clubfoot Strong. He was in Napoleon, The Ritual, and Sherlock. Sonoya Mizuno, she plays Miseria, the White Worm. She's from Kyoko, La La Land, Maniac, Annihilation, Civil War. Tom Glenn Carney, he plays King Aegon II Targaryen from Dunkirk, The King, Tolkien, The Book of Clarence. Ewan Mitchell, he is Prince Aemon Targaryen from High Life, Saltburn, and The Last Kingdom. And Phoebe Campbell, she is Lady Rhaena Targaryen, and she's been in a bunch of stuff that I didn't write down. So here is the disclosure. I base the reviews I choose solely on title alone and have not read through them. Please forgive me if I mispronunciate words I normally know talk good. I'll do my best to read them as I see it. Punctuation good, bad, and all. So let's find out what people are saying about this, shall we? Let's start off with some bad reviews. All right, this is a 1 out of 10, and it is called What a Waste from the 22nd of July of 2024. And here we go with this one. I have never seen someone ruining his own great work with just 30 seconds of unnecessary scene that will drag the storyline to its doom. Adding this kind of pointless scene suggested by some actress who plays the character or unstudied ideas by a writer who doesn't even understand this world and treats its his own will shift the story from deep conflict between a family and a deadly war to some cheap version that doesn't relate to the main conflict. This is the very thing that destroyed Game of Thrones. They deleted character and changed motives and goals, which led to a fall of a great show. It may not seem like it, but the show is heading to the cliff. They will never stop changing it. Start small, and then it changes to a whole different story. Okay, I haven't read the books, but what the hell was this guy talking about? This guy, they never said what the thing that ruined the show was. So I need to know, because I either want to support your decision or call you a dumbass. Either way, I don't know. Maybe one of the other reviews will get there. This one didn't. I think if you're going to give a show a 1-star review, you got to tell me what was bad about it, except for just like, I don't like where the show is going. For what reason? What happened? What happened, man? Tell us. Okay, I got another bad review. All right, and this one is called Respect for the Source Material and is dated the 22nd of July of 2024. And warning, spoilers. Okay, we continue to watch unnecessary scenes just to make the series 1 season longer. Huh? Series 1? Okay. At the same time, there is no respect for the source material. As far as we know, there is no rebellion of the people against the Greens in the book. In the dragon claiming part, normally all dragon seeds are collected in the dragon stone, and most of them die to claim a dragon. During these events, Adam becomes Seasmoke's rider. Instead, we watch a scene that has nothing to do with the universe where Seasmoke chooses her rider. Damon's dream in Harrenhal are getting longer and longer. We could have seen the events that happened until this episode in 3 and 4 episodes. It is really ridiculous that Damon is in this pathetic state and that Aegon and Aemon are so spiteful to each other. The series ruins the processing of the characters that carry the dance. Okay, this one was a better, but what are you guys talking about, man? Like, what is so wrong? Okay. I did like the dragon rider that she tried to get there, and I liked Rhaenyra's how she felt afterwards. No spoilers about that part, but anyway, let's do another bad review. Here we go. Okay, this one is a total travesty, a disgrace adaptation from the 25th of July, 2024. I understand the need for creative adaptation, but this is an utter travesty. The directors have utterly butchered the story by adding plot lines that never existed in the book. It's beyond disappointing. It's a blatant destruction of the original story. These disastrous decisions mirrors the catastrophic downfall of Game of Thrones' final seasons. Absolutely infuriating and disgraceful. The original narrative, beloved by so many, has been discarded in favor for nonsensical and outlandish plot twists that add no value to the story. Characters we know and love have been warped beyond recognition. Their motivations twisted and their development stunted. The emotional depth and intricate storytelling that define the source material have been sacrificed for cheap thrills and shock value. What makes it even worse is the lack of coherence in the new plot lines. The directors seem to have thrown in random elements without any consideration for consistency or logic. It's as if they have no respect for the fans or the original author. The level of disregard is not just disappointing, it's infuriating. The pacing is all over the place, with important scenes rushed and trivial moments dragged out unnecessarily. At least he called out some stuff. That's good, at least. All right, let's do another 1-star review. All right, final bad review of the day. It's just boring at this point. From the 24th of July, 2024, this season has really been pointless so far. Could have merged it all in 1 to 2 semi-decent episodes. Half the season is wasted on Damon's dream and Harrenhal. I'm getting sick of that too. Making it feel repetitive and dull. The lack of action and meaningful plot development is disappointing, turning a once promising series into a boring, tedious watch. The potential for engaging storytelling is overshadowed by lengthy, inconsequential scenes that do little to advance the narrative. Characters that seem stagnant, and the show's initial allure is fading. It's disheartening to see such a rich world reduced to filler content. The creators need to refocus on the core elements that made the series captivating, bringing back the intrigue and excitement that drew viewers in the first place. Do we agree with these? Do we agree with the bad reviews? I don't know. I thought everything was pretty good in my opinion. So let's see what the good reviews have to say. Okay, good reviews. This one is a 10 out of 10 from the 22nd of July, 2024, and this is called "The episode was outstanding. The bad reviews are ridiculous." All right. And here it goes. I am a huge fan of ASOIF, both the books and the shows. Well, GOT seasons 1 through 4. People are saying this episode is just filler, but I 100% disagree. House of Dragon or HOD and Game of Thrones GOT have this uncanny ability to portray patience. It takes time and slowly builds up with meaningful scenes in between that prepare us for the new arcs. If the show is nothing but violence and gore, these reviewers would complain that it focuses too much on fighting or dragon flying. Once you realize the show is very patient, you can tell there is going to be a big payoff. This episode is phenomenal, and next week is going to be even better. Awesome. Good to hear. I am looking forward to the next episode. And you know what? Let's just get into another one, another good review. All right, this is another 10 out of 10. Chef's kiss of pacing for a non-war / action-focused episode. Warning, spoilers, and this is dated for the 22nd of July, 2024. A very strong episode of non-action centric one. The pacing was much better than some of these other more tame episodes. I thought Alan was going to step in to save his brother and command the dragon, so I'm surprised it's Adam who will ride the dragon, considering he's had half the screen time of his brother. Good logic where Sea Smoke finds Adam, who is SS's last rider. Lenar's half-brother. Makes sense that the dragon can sense that. Dialogue was strong too. Loved the not as you hand the, or I loved the not you as hand you toad response, and how Aegon lies about not remembering what happened, knowing Aemond would likely kill him. The gift of food was clever and believable based on how long people have been fed up over the crown and the lack of food. Finally, Rhaenyra is making some headway. I like the contrast and comparisons between the sides, whether it's Aemond not understanding the common folk when Mysaria does, or Alicent, and Rhaenyra struggling to hold on to power and respect. I'm glad the first Dragon Rider attempt failed. It would have felt cheap if he tamed the dragon within seconds. I like the hints about how Targaryens basically lie about them being the only Dragon Riders, because it makes sense to keep unbelievable power only within their grasp. The episode preview shows Jace worrying about what happens when that information gets out. Also, like how it's not exactly easy for a non-target to do it. Non-Targaryen, I'm guessing. To do it, and it helps to have some Targaryen blood, though. Well done. I agree, and that actually makes a couple things a little more sense to me. So let's go another good review. This one is called A Message for the 1-Star Reviewers. From the 24th of July, 2024. This one does include spoilers. Did two girls kissing set you off that much? This was far from a filler episode. Yes, the story is going to be slow. That's what happens when you're using not even a full book for a multiple season show. Adam, yes, he does have a name, was chosen by Sea Smoke because he can sense the spirit of a dragon rider and his Valerian heritage. Lastly, Fire and Blood is an unreliable narrative. Let's say that together again, Fire and Blood is an unreliable narrative. It is not going to follow the book perfectly. So let's stop calling this fan fiction and watch this not being told through biased characters. So I mean, I went through a bunch of the 1-star reviews and I didn't have anybody complain about the girls kissing. I mean, I think in this point, who cares? And if you are reviewing badly just because of that, like, you're dumb. That's it. You're dumb. You're dumb. All right. Next, gonna have another good review. All right, and this one is called Amazing Episode. It's a 10 out of 10 from the 23rd of July of 2024. All right, and this one is warning spoilers. This episode was incredible. One of the best episodes of the season so far. Seeing Adam being claimed by Sea Smoke was beautiful. Funny scene because when Adam was running, all I could hear Sea Smoke saying is, "Why are you running?" Laugh my ass off. Honestly, that scene was amazing. Damon and Viserys had in tears. You could feel Damon's guilt throughout the episode, and when he comforts Viserys, made me really happy to see that side of him. Finally, we were robbed from it during Lena's death and after Visenia's death. And finally, Mazzari's incredible smart tactic in making the small folk start a riot. Loved her since season 1, and I am glad to see more of her this season. Rhaenyra and Mazzaria's kiss was something I was hoping for since their first meeting in episode 2. The tension between them was palpable. Overall, a great episode, and I can't wait for next week. Well done. I agree. I'm still not going to give the episode or the show a 10 out of 10, but I'm going to give this episode a 9 out of 10 because I thought it was freaking fantastic. And which would go to a 90% if I'm going to the Rotten Tomatoes. So 9 out of 10 IMDb, 90% on the Rotten Tomatoes for me. Now it's up to you. What do you think of the episode? Comment, let me know. And you can find me, friend me, or follow me on Facebook at Nerd Positive, TikTok at Nerd Positive 1, Instagram at the Fandemic 1. Yeah, I'm keeping Instagram just be in Fandemic. Yeah. If you feel there is more of a conversation, feel free to reach out. Let's talk. Who knows? Maybe you'll be the next guest on Nerd Positive. If you want to support the show, there are several ways to do so. You can buy me coffee at buymeacoffee.com/nerdpositive. Patreon.com, same thing. Patreon.com/nerdpositive. PayPal or Venmo at Bradley B10. I'm not going to say no. Most importantly, share the show with someone you want to make a little more awesome. Don't forget to leave a 5-star review. And if you like this, check out All Things Nerd Positive. You'll like the other show, the one with my tag team partner, Brian, or whoever else I want to talk to at the time. I also have some kids' books that I wrote. Got a couple more that I'm working on. You can get those on Amazon. Now remember, House of the Dragon, Episode 5, Small Folk. You just got Nerd Positively reviewed.